You guys were lied to. Dinosaurs had very strong arms. I mean, look at these cute little arms. I thought they were useless, but apparently they're not. Today we're going to be reacting to 13 dinosaur myths you still believes by Jay Honor. Check them out and let's go.
Nice arms, loser.
Nice arms. Oh my god, what do you mean?
Turns out almost everything you think you know about dinosaurs is wrong.
Everybody
loves to joke about how T-Rex had weak, puny arms.
T-Rex are pretty weak,
things were ridiculously
They're tiny.
ripped.
What are you gonna do?
Sure, they were only
What are you gonna
3
do
feet
with them?
long, roughly the size of your arm, but they were still packed with enough muscle to curl over 400 pounds.
400? No.
So obviously,
400?
these Samsonic-looking arms weren't useless. But
Yo,
that's
what
just
do you
one
even
of
do
the
with
many
such
dinosaur
tiny
lies
arms?
you probably still believe. And in this video, I'm going to go over 13 of the biggest. And this next one is one you've probably
Guys,
followed.
let us know in the comments if you
ever go on
actually
TikTok
believe them
and
or
see
no.
something about how Spinosaurus sounded like this? So that's not how they sounded at all, actually.
What?
Because that's just a loon call slowed down. In fact, every single dinosaur noise you hear is total BS. Truth is, we have no idea what most dinosaurs sounded like.
I've been lied to my whole life. Hold on a second. What do you mean? I thought they were scientifically accurate. Was scientifically accurate. Who lied to us? What?
One, Parasaurolophus.
Wait,
You see
what?
that
Why
giant
them?
crest sticking out of its skull? Well, it was filled with tubes and airways. So scientists 3D modeled it, pushed air through it, and it sounded like this.
Yo! That is horrible. That's worse than the T-Rex one.
99% sure this dinosaur sounded like an air horn. Pretty
Bro,
cool
this is
nonetheless.
actually crazy. How do you
Then
even
again,
sound like
that's
that?
not the only lie you've been told by media.
And maybe that's not even factual.
You can't see us if we don't move.
Yeah, that's just totally wrong too. T-Rex had the biggest eyes of any land predator.
Weren't
And I
they
know
like
size isn't everything.
omnidirectional?
At
They
least
could see
that's
straight
what I tell
forward.
myself. Though for T-Rex, it did actually make a difference. Its vision was estimated to be up to 13 times sharper than yours. With forward-facing eyes and incredible depth perception, if you were in front of it, even from miles away, it was going to see you.
Yo, why are dinosaurs getting buffs in 2026? Nah.
But the real question is,
what do you mean?
what would you see if you were looking back? Because when most people picture a dinosaur, they think of something scaly like a crocodile. Except crocodiles aren't even that closely related. Their
Wait,
actual
what?
closest relatives are birds. Because
Wait,
dinosaurs never really
what?
went extinct.
Isn't
Only
like the
ones that couldn't fly
iguanodon and
So get that myth out of here.
the
And weird
Komodo
fact,
dragon
that
the
does
closest to
technically mean
dinosaurs?
that birds are reptiles.
Wait, what?
So then,
I'm so
if all
confused.
birds are dinosaurs,
You're telling me birds are
does
dinosaurs?
that mean all dinosaurs look like birds? No. Birds evolved from theropods, but that's just one of 3 branches on the dinosaur family tree. Which means while some dinosaurs definitely look like birds,
I know the
which we can see
Velociraptor was
preserved
like
in
basically
fossils
a
and even
chicken, but
trapped in
come on,
amber,
the T-Rex, you
we also
cannot
know
tell me he
others
was a
look
chicken
totally
too.
different. Sauropods probably didn't have feathers. T-Rex had scales over most, if not all, of its body.
Ooh, yes.
But it gets even weirder.
What do you mean?
Some species, like ceratopsians, had quill-like structures on their tails. So the whole feathers versus scales debate, just throw it out the window. But you know what wouldn't fit through a
Wait,
window?
what?
A dinosaur. Because they're all massive, right? Not exactly. The smallest dinosaur we've ever found is a bee hummingbird.
That's not a
Which is like 2
dinosaur.
inches long. Though, if we're talking non-avian, you got stuff like Microraptor, about the size of a crow and barely a couple pounds.
Yo, I know that we've been lied about the Velociraptors, but come on, surely like T-Rex is big and
We
other
got
stuff.
really lucky with Microraptor too. It lived in the perfect environment to fossilize.
Oh.
And some are so well preserved, we even know its feathers were black, and if the light hit it just right, they'd shimmer blue and green. And this thing lived over 100
How do you
million
even
years ago.
preserve that
But here's
well?
the thing. Most dinosaurs didn't live in conditions like that. Now, say you've got some pinky-sized bone from some tiny dinosaur, and an 8-foot femur from an
Oh my
Argentinosaurus. Which one's more likely to survive 70 million years underground?
The tiny one, obviously, because it's
Exactly.
way smaller,
That's
no?
preservation bias.
Wait,
Big
what?
bones fossilize better, so we
Wait,
find them.
isn't big bones have more surface tension so they can corrode and get destroyed easier?
But that also means we're probably underestimating how many small dinosaurs there really were.
Oh
And
my
considering
god, they
we've
could be
probably
like
found less than
millions.
1% of all dinosaur species,
Less than
who
1%?
knows what else is still out there?
Yo, is there a
Even
dinosaur
so,
bigger and scary than the
Dinosaur
T-Rex?
fossils are a lot less rare than most people think, as long as you're in the right place. This is the Hell Creek Formation, and if you know what you're looking for, you can literally walk for a few minutes and find a fossil.
No way.
How complete they are,
No way.
that's a different story. When your average dinosaur dies, it probably gets scavenged. So finding one that didn't get eaten, but also got perfectly buried, and then stayed intact while the Earth shifted for millions of years, that's the miracle part.
Yo, guys,
something you might
if you
not
live in
realize
these
is
countries,
these
let me know
the
if you've
dinosaur
ever
fossils
spotted
we
the
do
dinosaur,
have,
because I know no one that
they're
actually has.
embarrassingly incomplete. I mean, for God's sake, I made an entire video about the life of Quetzalcoatlus, and all we have is a single arm bone.
Ain't no way.
If
The
you were listening
Quetzal is
closely
basically
there,
a
I just
theory.
made the cardinal sin of paleontology, thinking every prehistoric animal was a dinosaur. However, a lot of those animals weren't dinosaurs at all.
Isn't
start
dinosaur
with
just
the
like a
ocean.
subcategory? It just
Ichthyosaurs,
means
plesiosaurs,
reptiles,
mosasaurs.
basically.
Not
That's dinosaur.
dinosaurs.
What do you mean?
They're
It's
part of their
dinosaur,
own weird aquatic
basically.
branches on the reptilian family tree.
Oh my,
Same with the
bro.
ones in the sky. You've probably heard of the word pterodactyl. but
Yeah,
that's actually
the
not
most
the right
popular.
name.
Wait,
That's
what?
just one species of a much bigger group called pterosaurs.
Pterosaurs is not a dinosaur? Okay, who lied to me? Who?
And they were flying reptiles, not dinosaurs. Speaking of animals that aren't dinosaurs, let's talk mammals. You
What
always
about
hear
the
that mammals back
pteranodon?
then
Is
were
that the
small,
dinosaur?
helpless, and lived in holes in the ground. But some of them actually ate the dinosaurs. This is Rapanomamus, a badger-sized
Rapanomamus.
mammal that we know for a fact had a taste for dino meat.
Yo, I don't know about
because
you
one
guys, but
fossil was
badgers
found
are
with a baby
scary, man.
Psittacosaurus in its stomach.
What?
And this wasn't just a one-time thing. In another fossil, it straight up mid-attack latched onto another Psittacosaurus's ribcage.
How do you
So,
even get
some
preserved
mammals were
while
already out here
attacking
devouring
and
dinosaurs
beating another
long
dinosaur?
before
That's
we
actually
turned them into
crazy.
nuggets. But that doesn't mean dinosaurs were somehow losing. There's this idea that mammals took over because dinosaurs were slow or outdated.
What?
That
No,
couldn't
didn't they
be
get
more
extincted by like a meteorite?
Dinosaurs were some of the most well-adapted animals to ever live, roaming the earth for over 165 million years. Nearly 3 times longer than mammals have.
165 million years is
In
crazy,
fact,
guys.
they
Yo.
were around so
By the way,
long-
what's the difference between the Jurassic, and Cretaceous Age of Bro, there's too many stuff going on in the world.
Now,
I don't
we
know
live
the
closer
difference.
to
Comment down below
T-Rex
what they are.
than T-Rex did to Stegosaurus.
What?
So, no. Most of your favorite animals, sadly, wouldn't have met.
No.
unless they
Spino
took
and
over
T-Rex
each
are
other's
1v1ing
fossils.
100%. No,
And
no,
yes,
I don't believe it.
Dinosaurs were actually more advanced in a lot of ways, especially their breathing. While mammals breathe in and out through the same lungs, dinosaurs and modern birds have a totally different setup.
What?
They have air sacs spread throughout their bodies, which keeps fresh oxygen
Yo,
flowing
it kind of
through their
look makes
lungs
sense because
even while
imagine you're a
exhaling.
Bronto. You
In
breathe
fact,
in, it takes 3 to 5 business days for you to
overspecialization may
breathe.
have been part of what led to their downfall, while our smaller, more adaptable generalist ancestors were able to cling on. And yet, despite all their advantages, their entire existence supposedly ended in a single afternoon.
The
An asteroid
meteorite,
hits
right?
Earth, and boom, dinosaurs gone.
Ooh.
Well,
Now apparently
weirdly
that's
enough,
not
that leads a
necessarily
little
it,
wrong,
because they died to
because-
starvation and
And
stuff.
even for the non-avian ones, they didn't vanish overnight. It might have taken decades, maybe even thousands of years for their last
Wait,
to
what?
die out.
I didn't even
Look
know
at the
thousands
mammoths of
of years.
Wrangel Island. Most mammoths went extinct around 10 to 14,000 years ago, but a small group survived in isolation until just 4,000 years ago. Around the same
We
time
could have
the
gotten
pyramids were being built.
mammoths!
This same thing could have
Yo!
happened with a few dinosaur
Imagine the
species,
mammoths were
holding on in
used to
small
build
pockets
the,
before
like,
eventually
they were
disappearing
used
from
to build the
genetic
pyramids.
collapse, bad luck, or another disaster. But what's even stranger is that despite how it sounds, this wasn't even the worst extinction Earth's ever gone through.
What do you mean?
Not by a long shot.
Mid.
There was one even earlier that made the asteroid look tame, and it nearly wiped out everything. And if you want to learn about that, go watch this
guys,
video.
check them out down in the description. But we've been lied to basically about dinosaurs because